Hello guys, right, we're going to do a nice, quick, easy one today, but I thought I'd show people, because we used to be quite famous for making garlic graters, so I thought today I'll show you guys how to make a quick and easy garlic grater. So tools that you need, you've probably got a cake cutting ring around the house somewhere, so that'll probably do the job. If you bought one of our packs, you've definitely got a sponge, but any kind of dish sponge would do the same job, or bathroom sponge, or car sponge, or sponge. And also it needs something to kind of press down the middle, so any kind of can is going to kind of do the job. Okay, so try and get this in focus so you can see what I'm doing. Also, you got our pack. This has got the, doesn't focus straight away this. You've got the serrated edge tool. So I've kind of smoothed off this down the bottom here, get that back in focus. I've smoothed off this with that. I've also let this stiffen up a little bit as well, so it's easier to kind of work with. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, this is a kind of template just to kind of see how far I'm going to push in the middle. Okay, so this bit's going to be our little garlic grater area. So this is the bit that I want serrated edge. So I'm going to kind of dig this quite deep, scratch over there a couple of times, the same place, so it creates like little points. So quite important, you're going to get this in the same place every time. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to get down here so I can see what I'm doing, even though I forgot to put my specs on again. Oh my lord. Awesome. That'll do. That's your garlic grater area. Looking pretty good. And then you can choose whether you want to do a straight edge, which is what I want as well, because I don't really want fancy edges for this, because I want to be able to get rid of the garlic quite easily off there. I'm just going to cut around the edges. Get rid of that excess from the sides. Pull this out nice and gently. Obviously this is the time to kind of smooth off your edges, because you don't want to be doing it later. Just easier to do it now. I don't really care how rough and ready this is, because it's going to be a nice little tool for the kitchen. You can make it fancy if you want. You can kind of, you know, put on some more patterns on the outside by pressing stuff down, but I just want to show you this nice, quick, easy, no messing. And smooth that off on the back as well, because it looks a bit rough. Okay. Smooth that off. Fingers are best. Put your initials on there if you want to as well, save so as people know who made it. And get around these edges. Let's get you focused on me. Right, so these edges. Do it now. It's easy if you do it now. It's a nice shape. It's not the same. Try and move around this side so you can see. And get in focus. Focus. It's a bit like my eyes at the minute without my glasses on. You get the gist. So, there's that. There's the sponge. You basically put that on top of the sponge. It says zooming in on this bit. I don't think I want to zoom in that far. Just that far will do. So there's the sponge, it's on there. What I'm going to use this part of the can. Put that right over the middle. Here's the magic bit. I'm going to take the camera off so you can see what I'm doing. Right. And then normal. Thank you. Get this in the middle. You ready for it? You ready? This is the cool bit. Right. Push this down. Push that down. Look, all the edges have all lifted up. Ooh, all the edges lifted up and the base has kind of gone in a bit. That's good. Put your back in there again. Lift this up so you can see it's kind of like it's raised up all the edges for you. And then that's the little finished dish. So, not bad, that's a nice great area. Don't touch that, because that's going to go a bit wild. If you do, it'll get rid of all your little pointy bits. So, that looks pretty good. Leave that to get fired. You can put a little pourer on the side as well if you wanted to, just by putting a little well in there, so when you get your scrape your garlic out, it all comes out of one side. Do it in the same lengths as where the lines are going across, because that's where you're going to be able to push the garlic to and come out of the edges. And then just check your edges are all nice and even. That's it.